Hey, welcome back to the Your Pretty Pennies YouTube channel. I'm Tara Jones, financial success coach and lifestyle designer. And today I wanted to talk to you about how to productively work from home. So I already know that now that school is out and everybody's quarantined into their home, there are a lot of moms and women who are working from home, who usually are used to going into their workplace, going into the office, and now they gotta work at the crib. And so I have been working from home for literally the last 2.5 years. And it was a struggle because before I became a full-time entrepreneur running the Your Pretty Pennies brand and business, I did not know how to work from home. Like, I went into the office, and once I had to transition to start working at home, girl, it was funny. Let's just put it that way. It was very funny. So I just wanted to give you my tips and tricks on how I stay productive, whether the kids are at home or whether they're at school. These tips will be great to learn, especially as you're building your side business and you want to become a full-time entrepreneur at some point. Keep these tips in your back pocket as well, because this stuff will apply even as you transition into that and work as a home-based business owner and things like that. So number one is to declare a designated space and create like the perfect little setup. So again, you're used to working in a home office with a cubicle, or you have a desk, you have a designated workspace. And so you're used to having all the things you need all in one spot. You go into work, you get your work done, and you leave, and everything stays there. You need to do that for your home as well in order for you to feel productive and successful in like a little bit out of sorts. Like, it could be very weird to transition from being in the office to being at home where all of your stuff is there, and it's just like, this is my home, I don't feel productive at home. You could feel a bit out of sort. So in order to combat that is to kind of declare a designated space that's like your little home work office. So for me right now, we just moved into our home, our family home, a couple of months ago, just for a few short months ago, and I'm still trying to figure out where my home office will be, because we have 4 bedrooms and a living room and a family room. And the upstairs is an open floor plan, so there's really no designated office area. And the only thing that I can think of right now is I might transform half the laundry room into my home office. And so my desk and stuff is in there, but I'm really not feeling it, so I'm always working in this little area that I'm in right now that's in the family room. And so I just designated this little area as my workspace. The kids don't bother me when I'm here. They know when I'm sitting here that I am working, I'm doing what I need to do. And I just declare it to the whole family and say, hey, this is my work area. Don't touch anything that's on here. Don't touch a book. Don't touch a pen, a pencil, a piece of paper, an envelope. Don't even look over here, right? My computer. Don't touch nothing. Like, this is my area. And so you're going to have to get your family on board with respecting whatever space in your home that you designate as yours, right? So it could be a little area in your room. It could be an area in the family room. It could be an area in the laundry room. Whatever it looks like, designate a space that will help you to where you keep all your stuff contained in one area. You work in that space. When you're done for today. You leave that space, and it kind of switches your brain from being in work mode to being in mommy mode or home mode or wife mode or whatever hat you're going to put on afterwards. All right. And then step number 2 is declare and create your ideal work schedule. So when you are working a 9 to 5, or when you're leaving outside the house, typically you work from 9 to 3, 9 to 4, 8 to 4, 8 to 5, 6 to 6, whatever your schedule is, 7 to 7, whatever your schedule is. When you are working from home, I'm sure your schedule has been a lot more relaxed. So what you have to do is designate time when you're going to work versus when you're going to do home life. So, for me, my schedule starts at, not in this time with my children being home, my schedule starts at about 10 o'clock and it ends at 3. Before, when they were going to school, I would drop them off. I used to get home from dropping them off at 9 a.m. So my work day started at 9 and then it ended at 3:30 when I had to go pick them up from school. Now it's 9 to 3. You know what I'm saying? So, or now it's 10 to 3. So it fluctuates and it's a little bit more flexible and fluid and relaxed now that the kids are home because they're going to start taking up attention. However, I still do tell myself, okay, Tara, from 10 to 3, you need to get some things done. All right. If we just let ourselves, work when we want to work and not when we don't, we will find ourselves being so unproductive. Give yourself a time frame, a box, a container to work within, so you're not overworking, but you're not underworking either, because you don't want to get fired in the middle of coronavirus season. Like, we ain't about to do that, right? Tip number 3, get dressed every day. Y'all know I'm looking cute, and y'all know I'm still quarantined. I ain't been nowhere, sis. I ain't been nowhere. But I get dressed and I look good every day because, number one, it's good for your mental stability. It's good for your emotional stability and how you look at yourself and how you feel. How you look is how you feel, and how you feel is how you look, right? They all go hand in hand, as above, so below, right? But also, you feel more productive. I don't know about you. When I put on a red lip, I'm ready to get some content done. I'm ready to work with some clients. I already work virtually with clients anyway. And so me being on coaching calls and coaching sessions with clients, and I got my pajamas on, they're going to be like, girl, you are so unprofessional, sis. I just paid you my money. I'm going to need you to show up better. And for me, I want to show up better. Me getting dressed and putting on a little bit of makeup, doing my hair, making sure I got my skincare routine down pat, putting on some clothes, whether it's getting dressed up like this, or just putting on, some more more appropriate loungy clothes. So I still got like sweaters that I would put on that's not as dressy, but it's better than pajamas. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes me feel better. I want to show up better. I want to do more. I give more. I show up in my business more and better when I get dressed every day. If I have my pajamas on and my bed is not made, sis, guaranteed I'm about to get back up in that bed before 3 o'clock, before my work day has ended. I'm getting back in that bed. So therefore, if you want to stay out your bed, put some clothes on, do your hair, do a little bit of makeup. It could be light, it could be a beat like how mine is, whichever one you want to do, sis. But make sure you get dressed every day. And that just leads me into this little segue that I do have my coaching calendar open for April and a few spots left in March. And I will put the link below, but you can also go to yourprettypennies.com/coaching, where I have a link to where if you want to schedule a financial strategy call, you absolutely can. These are priced very reasonably in this season to where you can get on a call with me and create your financial plan and kind of like your strategy and your preparedness strategy for this season and this time. You do not have to go through this alone, sis. You do not have to be affected terribly by the recession if you put things in order right now. And so I want to help you put things in order in your finances, in your home, in your business, in any other area in your life as a woman. And so definitely click that link below in the description box, or you can go to yourprettypennies.com/coaching. All right, back to the tips. Tip number 4 is to do not multitask. I used to try to do this when I first became a full-time entrepreneur years ago, and sis, it does not work. First of all, our brain does not multitask well. And so when we think as women and as moms that we can multitask and, I can turn the laundry over while I'm doing a coaching call, or I can turn the laundry over while I'm studying this book, or while I'm studying this program, or while I'm trying to work on my, work in my business, in my 9-to-5 business, I'm working remotely. It don't work. Do your job at hand. Do it with all your focus. When you get a break, or at the end of your day, or before the start of your day, that is when you do a chore at home. Turn over the laundry, sweep the floor real quick, make dinner, make breakfast, make lunch, whatever that looks like. Don't try to do it while you're working, sis. It don't work. We both know that. It does not work, right? So, for example, my day starts off with me, when the kids weren't at home and they were at school. Before everyone got up, I did my prayer, my meditation, before everyone got up. I had my time with the Lord. I do not try to fit that in when kids are up running around and I'm trying to make breakfast. I'm not reading my devotion during breakfast time. I'm not reading my devotion while my husband is in the room with me. Like, it just wouldn't work. Multitasking does not work. I'm not reading my devotion while I'm taking a shower, or I'm not listening to my devotion when I'm brushing my teeth. It does not work. Something else is going to take your attention. So when it's time for prayer and worship and time with the Lord, with your Bible study, do that by itself. Make sure nobody else is there to bother you. Then when it's time to cook breakfast, when it's time to help your kids get ready for school, do that. Don't try to work and get your kids ready for the day. Don't try to work and make breakfast. It does not work, sis. You're going to miss something, right? Do it then. Then start your work day once your kids are all settled in and you have something for them to do, or if they're going off, or if you have somebody coming in to watch them while you work remotely from home. Then you start your work day. On a lunch break, you could turn over some clothes. On a lunch break, you can eat lunch. Don't eat lunch while you're working, right? No multitasking. When you get off work, do another load of laundry, or play with your kids, or help them clean their rooms, or y'all do a family cleaning time. Don't try to do that in the middle of your work day. It is not going to work, all right? Now, tip number 5 is to, and this is the last tip, it's either to hire help, ask for help, trade for help, or give your kids something to do. So if you are working from home, and if you are mom and you're keeping your kids at home because you're quarantined and you don't have somebody that can come in who's healthy and watch your kids and kind of keep them corralled and entertained while you're working in your work area, you definitely need to give them something to do. So I have 3 older kids. My youngest one is 8 years old, and I have a 9-year-old who's almost 10, and I have a 10 who's almost 11. So all 3 of them, they know how to hold their attention for, longer periods of time, for about hour and a half at a time. So I created a schedule for them to where when they are working on one part of their schedule, that's when I get work done. And when it's time to transition them to something else, that's when I take a break. So when they're working, I'm working. When they take a break, I take a break. When they're working on something else, I work on something else. And when they take a break, I take a break. And then when they're done with their school stuff at home for the day, that's when I'm done with working. All right. But if you have somebody who's in your life, a sister, a cousin, a friend, who y'all can trade, say, hey, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, watch my kids. On Wednesdays and Fridays, I can watch yours. Or if you have a neighbor to where they can go over to the neighbor's house for a couple of hours until you get a break and can, hang out with your kids until you get a break and then go back to working uninterrupted, do that. Set yourself up to win in this season, because like I said, you still want to be productive. There's going to be an other side to this. And if your job is like, allowing you to work from home and to work remotely, they have a level of trust in you, right? And you want to keep that level of trust, and you want to get through this in excellence and with ease and with grace. And so when you go back to work, you look more, valuable to them. And you can say, hey, look at all of the productivity that has happened and all of the strides that I've made for this company, even though it was in the midst of a traumatic time, an uncertain time, even though my kids were at home, even though, I was kind of shaken up with the schedule, I was still able to execute everything that was expected of me. I was able to execute my job description. I deserve a raise, sis, or bro, whoever your boss is, right? You'll be more valuable and more marketable in the workplace once you get back to work, all right? So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and share this with someone. Also, if you are interested in getting on my coaching calendar for a 1 to 2 hour coaching session to create your financial and lifestyle strategy to get you through this time right now, please click the link below or go to yourprettypennies.com/coaching. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you in my next video. Bye-bye.